Ayo, welcome to the Sports Corner. Today is December 19th, 2023, and this is 10-minute or less digestible sports of what happened. Scores, highlights, guys who scored the most points, just what happened so you know what's happening in the sports world. So, the first thing that we have is UTSA beat Marshall today in the bowl game. Some no-name bowl game, you don't need to know the name. They won pretty handily, and Marshall, forget Marshall. Next game, Memphis. Memphis beat the New Orleans Pelicans, and Ja Morant came back after a 25-game suspension. He had 34 points. He went 12 for 14, and he had 10 free throws out of 12. Then you had Brandon Ingram, had 34 points. He was 11 of 18. Both pretty good guys. Pretty cool. Seems like one of those games. Memphis Grizzlies are now 7-19 on the season, while the New Orleans Pelicans are 16-12. Other notable names: Jaren Jackson had 24 points. Remember him? And then on the Pelicans, we also had Zion Williamson had 13 points. Who's Zion? What doesn't even matter anymore. CJ McCollum 18 points and Valanciunas 22 points. So that's talking Pelicans, Grizzlies. The next game that we have Milwaukee played San Antonio. Milwaukee won 132 to 119, and Kay Johnson on the San Antonio Spurs played really well. He had 28 points. Zach Collins had 22 points, but it was no match for Damian Lillard's 40 points. Antetokounmpo, he kind of had an off night. He only had 11 points. He played 34 minutes. Chill night for him. Didn't really do much. And the Spurs now are 4-22, while the Milwaukee Bucks are 20-7, leading up at the top. Next up, we've got the big game of the night: Golden State Warriors versus the Boston Celtics. This game went into overtime, actually. Pretty wild. And the Golden State Warriors won 132 to 126. Some of your top in game leaders: Derek White actually had 30 points off of 11 of 24 shooting for the Boston Celtics. And Steph Curry, your boy Steph Curry, the man with the shot, boy, 33 points on 11 of 21 field goals. So they rallied past in that overtime. High arching three that he practices all the time. You just imagine Steph Curry hitting shots. At the same time, we had uh, Brown had 28 points for the Celtics off of 10 of 22 shooting. And then at the same time, Horford had 13 points. Tatum only had 15 points. So not like the best of nights for him by any stretch of the means. Then you had Klay Thompson on Golden State Warriors. He had 24 points. Outside of that, everybody else just was little bits here and there. Kuminga had 17 points. So the Boston Celtics are now 20-6. Now they are 6-6 away, so they haven't lost at home yet. They're 14-0 at home. Not bad. Maybe bet on them at home. The Golden State Warriors are now 13-14, 7-6 at home. So not much of a home field advantage right here. And then the last game for the night, this was another NBA game. We had Portland beating Phoenix. And in this Portland and Phoenix game, you had the Phoenix Suns are now 14-3. They're 7-5 away from home, while the Portland Trailblazers are 7-19, 3-9 at home. Bad game overall for the Phoenix Suns. They don't seem like they're amazing, but you had Kevin Durant had 40 points. That's pretty good, especially when Adidas said, hey, you're washed. 16 of 18 shooting, 40 points. Devin Booker, also on the Suns, had 26 points, 11 of 25 shooting. 25 shots in a game. That's a lot of shots in a game. Why? Why? Those were pretty much the two people that scored for the Phoenix Suns. Other than that, G. Allen, I don't even know who G. Allen is, had 11 points. Portland Trailblazers, we had A. Simmons. He's pretty good, 23 points. And Jeremy Grant with 22 points. The Portland Trailblazers are now 7-19. Phoenix Suns 14-13. Not great overall. Any other sports news that happened today? Morant hit that buzzer. That was cool. That was interesting to see. Looks like Rodgers won't come back this season. So if you are a Jets fan, I'm sorry. DeVito showed up at that pizza joint, which that felt like the right thing to do because his rate went up from 10,000 to 20,000. Kind of crazy. And it looks like CJ Stroud will be out on Sunday versus, I don't know who they're playing. So, pretty interesting. And last but not least, FSU is pondering about leaving the ACC after a snub from the college football playoff. And that is your news from December 19th, 2023. So, yeah, you've gotten all corners of sports today. Oh, bonus. Boom, 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 bonus. We're just going to do a flash round of NHL scores. Minnesota beat Boston 4-3 in overtime. Columbus Blue Jackets beat the Buffalo Sabres 9-4 in regular time. The New York Rangers, my team, let's go Rangers, beat the Toronto Maple Leafs, boo, 5-2. Tampa Bay beat St. Louis 6-1. Philadelphia beat New Jersey 3-2 in overtime. Vegas and Carolina played, and Carolina won 6-3. So that's pretty cool. There's a few other ones, but I'm really trying to keep this under 10 minutes. And there was some scores for women's basketball, but you guys probably don't really care about what happened in women's basketball. All right. Now that is the sports corner where I give you the sports in less than 10 minutes. Now go to your water cooler and tell your friends what happened in the sports world. Sports corner. Get it? It's a play on Sportscenter, but it's a podcast. And so I go through the corner of sports, box scores. All right. Bye.